Hey, and good evening, everyone, and welcome here to Calhoun City. Glad you could join us here tonight as the Oxford Chargers will be taking on the Calhoun City Wildcats, a doubleheader here tonight between the girls and the boys teams. And we look forward to some exciting high school basketball here tonight. Calhoun City will be the host team. They'll be wearing their home orange uniforms trimmed in the black and white, and Oxford's in their traveling blue trimmed in gold. And we'll give you the starting lineups here in just a few moments. Coach Jeff Nelson, the longtime Oxford coach at the helm for the Chargers. And, of course, Linda J. Ramage, the veteran coach of the Calhoun City Wildcats, will also be leading her team here tonight. The starting lineup here for Oxford: Shelby Spear, number 24, Yoshika Draper, 23, Jasmine Searcy, number 20, Sean Kimmons, and Michelle Basaccia. As you see, the shot going up there by Shaw, no good. Kimmons comes away with it, and a traveling call against Sean Kimmons. Let's give you the lineup here for the Calhoun City Wildcats. Tiana Shaw, number 10. Number 12 is Crystal Powell. Number 30 is Shonda Sykes, who you see get a wide open layup that time off the inbound. Coach Nelson couldn't believe it, and he called a quick timeout. Number 31 is Denise Phillips. 32 is Angela Yates, the other starter for the Wildcats. Quick bucket there for Shonda Sykes, as she missed the first game between these two meetings. Adam, you and I were up there in Oxford, a game that was pretty competitive. Oxford came out on top in that basketball game, as Denise Phillips had a big night with 30 points, but Oxford was able to overcome that without Shonda Sykes and get the victory.
Yeah, Shonda's a big thing for this Calhoun City Lady Wildcats team. She come out, had a big game against Bruce in that double overtime game, scored, I believe, close to 30 points herself in that game. So she is a big key to this offensive threat of the Lady Wildcats.
Wildcats are back in a 2-3 zone as the ball goes into the post to Draper. Now back out to Spear. Spear drives the lane, puts up the shot, short on the iron, no good. Into the hands of Phillips, who has the rebound and gets it off to Powell. Oxford, of course, in the first meeting, they had senior Mary Manning, who has been dismissed from the team, no longer with the team, so that's going to hurt the Chargers somewhat, as they relied on her for a nice offensive output. Back up the other way comes Spear, bringing it up for the blue and gold. Off to Basaccia. Now Searcy runs it down in the corner, and will get it out to Spear. Back to Searcy. She'll try a long two-pointer from the corner and hits. Foot was on the line, so Searcy gets the two. Her first bucket of the night. And the game is tied 2-2. Just underway here from the Calhoun City. There's Shaw with a runner. Nice shot up and good. Tiana Shaw, a lot of quickness. She'll test that Oxford defense tonight with that ability to drive in the lane and get some easy baskets. Basaccia out top, gets it over to Spear on the right wing. Swinging in the corner to Kimmons, a good three-point shooter. This one's in and out, no good. Last time we saw the Chargers, Kimmons was out with the flu and did not play. That was against Tupelo in a game that the Chargers lost pretty bad. Here comes Basaccia with the steal, back the other way. Basaccia drives all the way in and under with the left hand, too hard off the glass, no good. Rebound though, controlled by Draper, puts it up from 15, off the iron, no good, and Yates has the rebound. And a jump ball is called. Searcy came back that time, played good defense, tied up Yates, and forces the alternate possession on the jump rule, and the ball will go over to the Oxford Chargers. Basaccia will inbound underneath the own basket, gets it out to Searcy. She's going to fire up a three-pointer. That's too hard over the iron. Phillips is there for the rebound. Denise Phillips, as we said, had 30 points the first time these two met, and really was able to keep the Lady Wildcats in the basketball game in that one. Here's Shaw out top. Oxford's in a man-to-man defense as Shaw dribbles to the right side, tries to lob it into Phillips. Good pass. Shot is up high off the glass, no good. Rebound loose underneath. Phillips has it blocked, but a foul called against the Lady Chargers. That'll send Denise Phillips to the free throw line. Number 20, Searcy, picks up the foul. That's her first. Here's a timeout on the floor here. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the Wildcats and the Chargers here on TV7, TV 34, and also local cable 12 in Oxford. Back in a moment. We're back here from Calhoun City. Don Brooks along with Adam Gore. Glad to be bringing you high school basketball here tonight on a Thursday night. Season starting to wind down, and we're only about a week away from the playoffs beginning. Free throw is missed by Denise Phillips. She's a good free throw shooter. Both of these teams shot very well from the charity stripe in the first meeting up in Oxford. Second free throw bounces and falls. So Phillips has her first point of the night. Oxford turns it over. Wildcats get it back, leading 5-2. Calhoun City, of course, in 1A. They can make some noise in their division this season. They've played a lot of teams that have been outside their conference, teams like Oxford, Bruce, Lafayette County. They'll play them next Friday night. Some tough teams. Phillips for three. That's off the glass, no good. Searcy gets the long rebound and will dribble it up the right side of the floor. Into the front court now to Kimmons, who's called for traveling. Kimmons took steps before she put it on the floor, and that'll give it back to the Calhoun City Wildcats with 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Tiana Shaw will bring it up here for Calhoun City. Working it into the front court now. Swing it out top to Powell. Searcy's on Phillips on the right wing here. She's their best defender. Pass goes right through the legs of Shaw. A little bit low that time, and a turnover by the Wildcats. So both teams off to a little bit of a slow start here. As Oxford trying to get some type of offense going here. As Basaccia running the point guard here for Oxford now. Drawing the start tonight. Underneath the Kimmons. Quick pass off to Draper. Draper didn't have the shot. Back out to Basaccia for three. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath. Comes into the hands of Phillips. Taken away, though, by Searcy. Searcy's going to put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It touched the underneath of the backboard, I believe. Last touch by the Chargers. It will be Calhoun City basketball. Both teams right now, Adam, having struggling just to get some points on the board.
Yeah, both these teams coming out real sluggish on the offensive end. Kiana Shaw really just needs to take it to the hoop more. She's done a good job putting points on the board by doing that, and maybe get some more things started by just dishing off to one of her players down low for Calhoun City.
Shaw has it on the left wing now. Thought about the three. Now will put it up. It's going to be way off the mark, too hard. Searcy the rebound. Another rebound for Searcy. Off to Spear, who will work it up the floor for the Oxford Chargers. Underneath to Draper, baseline, back out to Spear. Now Basaccia. Over to Kimmons. Kimmons tries to drive, puts it up in the lane and scores. Sean Kimmons. Nice penetration move that time to get a little 8-footer in the lane. And that cuts the lead to 1, 5-4 Calhoun City. Shaw will bring it up. Crystal Powell, now Yates up top of the circle. Here's Shaw on the right side. Out to Powell. They're swinging around to Yates. She's going to put up a three. That's good. Angela Yates connects from three-point land. Her first field goal of the night. And that pushes the Calhoun City lead up to 8-4, and Oxford quickly turns it over in the backcourt. Uncontested turnover that time. Out to Yates now. You've got to guard Yates. She's a good three-point shooter when you leave her wide open. This is Shaw back out to Powell. Powell's going to try a long two-pointer. It's in and out, no good. Good box out that time by Draper. So far, Oxford's done a good job of limiting the touches for both Sykes and Phillips. Shot rimmed out that time for Spear. Crystal Powell works it into the front court here for the Wildcats. Leading by 4, 8-4. So we approach the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. This is Shaw. They lob it into Sykes. Sykes had it knocked away by Searcy, but Searcy stepped out of bounds. So Calhoun City will get it back. Phillips to inbound it for the Wildcats. Having some trouble finding someone, and they call 5 seconds. Couldn't get it that time. Off to Yates, too late. So another turnover for the Wildcats. Oxford will get it right back. Basaccia rushes it up the floor, lobs it underneath to Draper. Draper puts it up off the iron, no good. Rebound loose underneath. It's going to be Powell coming out of there with it. Powell pushing it up the floor, 2-on-2. Drives down to the box, throws it up, no good, but she's fouled by Kimmons. Kimmons picks up her first. That'll result in 2 shots for Crystal Powell. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Trying to give the Wildcats an early 6-point lead here with a couple of free throws. Free throws off the iron, no good. Powell can't connect. Slim crowd here so far tonight. Maybe it'll fill up a little bit as the boys' game approaches. It's a weeknight, of course, on Thursday. Second free throw good. 1 out of 2 for Crystal Powell. Wildcats now lead 9-4. There's a lob over baseline to Spear and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Chargers. Calhoun City will take it the length of the floor here, leading by 5. Tiana Shaw will bring it up the floor here against the man-to-man defense. Over to Yates. Back out top now to Powell. Here's Yates, another three-pointer from that spot. This one a little bit too hard. Long rebound, loose on the floor, and there's going to be a jump ball called. Possession will go to Calhoun City. Phillips gets it into Shaw. Shaw is fouled as she went up with the shot. It's going to be against Cersei, her second, so 2 on Jasmine. And Tiana Shaw will go to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw short on the iron, no good. Our next game, everyone, will be coming to you from Lafayette County as the Bruce Trojans will be traveling up to Lafayette County to take on the Lady Commodores. 1 out of 2. That time for Shaw. Oxford quickly pushes it up the floor. That'll be a matchup in the girls' game of number 1 in the North Daily Journal poll against number 2. Bruce is number 6 overall in the state. 22-1. It's Coach Ralph Stallings. Lafayette County, on the other hand, they're 21-3. They're rolling as well under Coach Ricky Babb. That should be a great matchup. 2 very fast, quick teams. We look forward to that one. And the boys' game should be pretty good too. Bruce doing a good job this year. 18-3 under Coach Willie Brown, the Lafayette County Commodores. Pretty good team as well. Here's Kimmons driving baseline. Wide open 12-footers off the iron, no good. And a foul over the back going to be called against Spear. Spear picks up her first. 4th foul against Oxford. Calhoun City is yet to commit a foul here with the 1:53 mark in the first quarter. 10-4. Wildcats are on top. They only have 3 field goals, 4 free throws. Or 3 free throws. Here's Phillips in the corner. Phillips drives baseline, puts up a little 10-footer, bounces on the iron, won't go, Sykes the rebound, can't get it to fall. There's Phillips to follow, and she's fouled by Versace. So 2 shots coming up for Denise Phillips. Phillips in the first game between these two made a living at the free throw line. She had a season high 30 points for anybody that we've covered this year in girls action. First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good. Phillips hits them both. 3 points now for Denise Phillips, all from the free throw line. Kimmons with it, swings it over to Cersei. She's going to try a 3-pointer, and it's good. Jasmine Cersei hits a 3-point basket. Her second bucket of the night, and that cuts the lead to 5, 12-7 as Shaw bringing it up the floor here for the Wildcats. Started to drive, now backs it back out. Crystal Powell comes up with it. Powell's going to drive, throw up a scoop shot high off the glass, no good. Bounced off the foot of Denise Phillips out of bounds. Oxford will get it back. Powell a little out of control that time.
That's one person the Lady Chargers want to get a little bit more touches on the offensive end. It's going to be Cersei. When she does get on, she can kill you, much like we see Kelly do over at Bruce. She's one of those dangerous players. She's a big defensive player. I like the way she plays on defense, but she needs to get a little bit few more touches on the offensive end.
Oxford, of course, also lost LaShonda Joy for the season. She was a 3-point threat that re-injured that knee in a game that we saw against Tupelo, and she's out for the remainder of the season. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Oxford. So Coach Nelson right now having to play without Mary Manning, who is no longer with the team, who was there for most of the season, and of course LaShonda Joy. So he's lost 2 starters over the last month or so. Spear has it, 23 seconds into Cersei. Fakes, puts up the shot baseline and scores. Jasmine Cersei having to become more of an offensive leader for this club. And she has tonight with 7 points. It's a 12-9 ball game. The Chargers hanging around. Neither team playing exceptionally well so far. Here's Shaw, puts up a quick 3. That's too hard. Plenty of time. She rushed it a little bit, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Into the first quarter, the Calhoun City Wildcats 12 the Oxford Chargers 9. We're going to take a station break here from some of our sponsors. Be back with more right after these messages. Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back to action, everyone, as we get ready for the second quarter of play. The Calhoun City Wildcats and the Oxford Chargers in non-division action here tonight. Two teams that know each other pretty well over the years. Coach Nelson and Coach Ramage have had some good battles. Coach Nelson's had the upper hand in the past, but Coach Ramage trying to get a win tonight. Quick shot up and good for Dominique Shaw, who just checked in off the bench, making her presence felt early with a nice cut to the basket. Coach Nelson wants a timeout. He wasn't happy with that defensive effort that time. And he calls a quick 20-second timeout with 7:40 to go in the first half of play. One of the sponsors for tonight's game, the Calhoun County area Kelwood Factory Outlet and Kelwood Company in Calhoun City. Also Weeks Big Star in Bruce. Parker Brothers Trucking in Derma. Merchants and Farmers Bank. Also Weyerhaeuser Company. Bruce Furniture Industries, a Klausner Company. Calhoun Apparel in Calhoun City. The Smokehouse Restaurant and Barbecue Company in Bruce. Basaccio will drive, ball knocked out away, and Dominic Shaw comes away with a loose ball. Calhoun City will push it into the front court here with Tiana Shaw. Shaw dribbles to the right wing, guarded by Kimmons. Just underway, second quarters. Calhoun City showing some patience here on offense, trying to get a good shot into Shaw. Shaw fakes, drives down, puts it up off the glass, and scores again. Who's just checked into the basketball game. She leads the Wildcats now with 4 points, and it's up to a 7-point lead here, 16-9. Low post entry pass knocked away. Back out to Kimmons, left wing. Kimmons double dribbled. Calhoun City gets it back with 6:55 to go. Yoshika Draper will check back in along with Candy Brown, and Ashley Love and Jasmine Searcy going to get a breather here. Shaw will walk it up the floor for the Wildcats. Dribbles to the right side of the floor. They want to get the entry pass into Denise Phillips if they can. Nice lob, shot up off the glass and good. Phillips got good position that time. The ball went into the post to her and she was able to get an easy 2 points, her first field goal of the night, to go along with 3 free throws. Calhoun City's opened it up to 9. Here's Draper underneath. Draper traveled before the shot. And another turnover by the Oxford Chargers.
That was a good ball move at that time by the Oxford Chargers. It's a little bit more patient on the offensive end. One thing they need to do a little bit more of, just work the ball around, try to catch Calhoun City sort of slow on the rotation on the defensive end and get it into the interior. Just take advantage of not traveling. I believe that's one of the things that really hurt them tonight. It's been the turnovers when they do get able to get open shots.
Shaw can't get it to go underneath. Off to Spear, back the other way. Calhoun City with their biggest lead here at 9, 18-9. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Quick pass to Candy Brown, wide open. Shot is up and good. Good entry pass from Kimmons into Brown, who gets the bucket. It's an 18-11 ball game now, as Shaw will bring it up for Calhoun City. Shaw tried to drive, bumped and fouled there by Kimmons. Number 2 on Kimmons. So Kimmons joins Searcy now with 2 personal fouls for Oxford. Just the 6th foul though. Adam, Calhoun City still hasn't committed a foul at the 5:46 mark in the first half. Doing a good job defensively of not committing any fouls right now.
Yeah, that's one of the rare things you see. You know, it's like football. You can diagram every play. You're going to come up with a penalty somewhere. And you'd think right along the line somewhere by now, Calhoun City would have committed a foul. So that's one good thing for Calhoun City not being able, or not having any fouls called, which is going to be an advantage.
Shaw misses a 3. But Dominic Shaw gets the offensive board. Really, Oxford's going to have a tough time getting to the foul line because they don't have a real strong low post game to draw those fouls. They're mostly perimeter-oriented team right now. 14 is checked in. That's Kayla Williams for Calhoun City. This is Phillips on the baseline. They work it around. Shaw drives, pulls up from 15 at the elbow and hits. Tiana Shaw. 5 points now. Her and Phillips with 5 apiece. Oxford tries to push it up. Trails by 9, 20-11. Sean Kimmons out top. They need to free her for a couple of threes. Basaccio drives the lane. Bounces it off in the corner to Kimmons. Down low through the hands of Draper, and another steal for Calhoun City. Back the other way they'll come. Shaw will push it into the front court here. Doesn't really have the numbers. Now drives instead, throws it up and in. Let's see if they count it. Shaw was able to draw the contact that time. They will count the basket. She'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. 7 points here for Tiana Shaw. We've got a timeout on the floor here. 4:32 to go. A full timeout. We'll take a break. 22-11. Calhoun City on top here from Wildcat Country. Back in a moment. We're back to action here as Tiana Shaw's at the line. Free throws up and good. She completes the three-point play. Wildcats are 6 out of 9 from the free throw line, 67%. Oxford hasn't been to the line yet because Calhoun City hasn't committed a foul. Kimmons from 15 is too hard off the back iron. And that's a rebound to Carleen Jennings. Coach Ramage going deep into the bench tonight, playing a lot of girls. Shaw drives the lane, throws it up, no good on the iron. Follow-up shot, no good by Jennings. There's Shaw with a follow, and it's good. No rebounding that time on the defensive end by Oxford. Tiana Shaw with 10 points tonight. Pass goes through the hands of Candy Brown, out of bounds. Calhoun City has their biggest lead of the night, 25-11. Tiana Shaw, hesitation move, pulls up. Short on the iron, no good. Basaccia the rebound. Yard line, Ellington out of the shits it off to Kimmons, who will work it up here. Carrying the basketball is the call. Something you don't see a whole lot of, but every now and then the official will call it. Saw it called a couple of times in the college game last night when Jason Harrison was called for traveling. Carrying the ball, that's something they rarely call. Calhoun City with possession here as Kayla Williams has it out top. Pretty much controlling the first half here. 25-11 is the advantage for the Wildcats. They lob it underneath to shotgun. Thomas to his up is no good though. A lot of bench players on the floor right now for Calhoun City. Tiana Shaw, Crystal Powell are the only 2 starters out there. Spear drives, puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound by Draper, and she drew the foul. First foul of the night against the Wildcats. Going to be on Jennings. 2 shots coming up for Yoshika Draper. 3:13 to play in the first half. Free throw is up and good. Draper with her first point of the night. Cersei will check back in, and checking out is Sean Kimmons. Cersei, the leading scorer for the Wildcat, or for the Chargers rather, with 7 points so far. Second free throw is up and good. Draper hits them both. Chargers trim the lead now to 12, 25-13. Shaw with 10 points to lead all scorers tonight. Will dribbling up for Calhoun City. Wildcats next game here on TV7, TV34 in Calhoun County will be next Friday night when they will host the Lafayette County Commodores, another team from Lafayette County. That's 4A action. It'll be a tough matchup for Coach Ramage and her crew. Pull-up jumper for Cersei is off the iron, no good. Rebound loose along the end line, out of bounds. Last touch by Tiana Shaw. Oxford will have it. Checking in now for the Wildcats, number 24, Tisha Mays for the first time, and Crystal Powell goes out. So another bench player coming in for Calhoun City. And they're getting a lot of players some action here tonight. That'll be beneficial for them as they approach tournament play in 1A. Long shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of number 25, Dominique Shaw. Tiana Shaw starting to drive. Cersei's on her now. Cersei's going to always take the toughest offensive player. Dominique Shaw, another bucket. Underneath, 6 points for Dominique Shaw. Good night for her off the bench. Spear tries to drive. Shaw cuts her off. Back out to Draper now. Basaccia out top. Swings it around to Cersei. Long cross-court pass, wide open 3 for Spear is off the iron, no good. Rebound to Dominique Shaw. Shaw will bring it up the floor for Calhoun City. Didn't have the number, so she backed it back out. And now they'll set the offense, leading by 14. Matches the biggest lead of the night for the Wildcats. Minute 40 to go. Shaw from 16, way off the mark, no good. Rebound loose, and Calhoun City controls. Williams gets it over to Shaw. Underneath to Dominique, knocked away from behind by Candy Brown. Versace comes away with the loose ball. Gets it off to Searcy for the driving layup. Puts it up and in. Jasmine Searcy, 9 points tonight for the Chargers. Back to a 12-point game at 27-15. Chargers still matched up in that man-to-man defense. Mays with it. Now off to Kayla Williams. 18-footer by Williams, off the glass is good. Banked it in from straight in. First bucket of the night for Kayla Williams. 14-point lead once again. Good pass underneath to Draper, count the basket and a foul. Real good pass there at time of Michelle Basaccia, who found Draper along the baseline. Got the easy bucket and drew the foul. Draper will go back to the line to shoot one here. Try to cut this lead to 11. Shonda Sykes will check back in for the Wildcats, and Dominique Shaw goes out. She did a good job while she was in there. 6 points off the bench for Dominique Shaw. Draper's free throw is good. She's hit all 3 attempts tonight. Chargers cut it to 11 here. 51 seconds to go. Let's see if the Wildcats elect to play the final shot of the half here. Shaw not in any hurry as she brings it up the floor and stop just across the timeline. Try to set up some type of play here. She tries to drive on Searcy. Puts it up. No good off the iron. Offensive rebound Jennings, and Jennings scores. Carlene Jennings with her first bucket. 8 different Wildcats have scored tonight. Good balanced attack. Steal by the Wildcats. Back the other way comes Tisha Mays. Tiana Shaw drives on Searcy. Gets in the lane. Pulls up from 12 and hits. 12 points tonight for Tiana Shaw. Biggest lead of the night now at 15 for the Wildcats. 3 seconds to go. Draper down on the block. Has to hurry, and she's fouled before the horn goes off. So Draper will shoot 2 with no time on the clock here at the end of the first half. So Draper, who's 3 for 3 right now from the free throw line, will step up there with a chance to draw the Chargers a little bit closer here before the half. Free throw's good. Second one rims out, no good, so that'll do it for the first half of play. Your score here at halftime from Calhoun City is the Wildcats 33, the Oxford Chargers 19. We're going to take a break. Be back with more here right after these messages. Stay with us, everyone. We're back at halftime from Calhoun City. Small crowd here tonight for a weeknight basketball game from Calhoun City between the 1A Wildcats and the 4A Oxford Chargers. Got the men's game coming up after this with the number 7 ranked Oxford Chargers against Calhoun City. Let's look at some of the sponsors that are making this game possible for you in the Oxford area. Cheney's Pharmacy on Bramlett Boulevard, glad to be sponsoring Oxford High School sports this season. Also Grisani Rebel Motors, Mechanics Bank in Water Valley and Oxford, Nationwide Furniture in Pone, the Oxford Dental Clinic, Dr. Walker Swaney, Dr. Mike Huggins, also Taco Bell in Oxford and Batesville, Johnson's Furniture as well, and also Dr. Watt Bishop, orthodontist, glad to be sponsoring. He has locations in Oxford, Grenada, and Tupelo. First half stats for you. First for the Oxford Chargers, 9 points out of Jasmine Searcy on 4 baskets. 1 of those are 3. 6 points for Yoshika Draper. 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 2 points for Sean Kimmons and 2 points for Candy Brown. Oxford was 4 out of 5 from the line, 80% shooting. Foul situation, 2 on Kimmons, 2 on Searcy. That's the only ones with any significant foul trouble, I guess you could say. Tiana Shaw leading the way for the Calhoun City Wildcats, who are 11-11 on the season. 12 points in the first half for Tiana Shaw. 6 points out of Dominique Shaw on 3 buckets off the bench. 5 points for Denise Phillips. 1 bucket and 3 free throws. Angela Yates has a 3-pointer for 3 points. 2 points for Kayla Williams off the bench. 2 for Carlene Jennings. 2 points for Shonda Sykes. And 1 point, or 1 for 2 shooting from the line for Crystal Powell. The Wildcats are 6 out of 9 from the free throw line, shooting 67%, and they've only committed 1 foul in the first half, and that was against Carlene Jennings, so no foul trouble at all on the Calhoun City side. And Coach Ramage has been able to use a lot of her bench tonight as well, getting them an opportunity to play as they try to prepare for district play coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll take a break. We're at halftime here from Calhoun City with the Wildcats on top of the Chargers by a score of 33-19. We'll be back after these messages, right after this. Welcome back, everyone, here to Calhoun City High School as we get ready for the second half of action in the ladies' game, the first matchup tonight. Got the men's game coming up after this between the Oxford Chargers and the Calhoun City Wildcats. Right now, the Wildcats with the upper hand in the ladies' game by a score of 33-19 at halftime. Oxford will have possession to start the second half. And we're underway here. Both teams with their starting units back on the floor, except for Candy Brown starts for Oxford. Cersei puts it up no good. Rebound to Basaccia. She draws the start rather than Sean Kimmons. Foul called against Crystal Powell's her first against the Wildcats. Oxford to inbound. Get it in the corner to Candy Brown. Back out to Cersei. They swing it around the perimeter. Good ball movement. Brown gets it, puts it off the glass, no good. Draper with a strong rebound, yanks it away, and then a foul is going to be called. Shaw got hit right in the forehead by an elbow, but they called the foul against Shaw, I believe. Oh no, they're going to give it to Powell. Shaw got hit. She's still a little bit woozy after being hit with the elbow right in the forehead, but they pick up the foul of Crystal Powell reaching in her second. Oxford will inbound, so Calhoun City has already doubled the number of fouls they had in the first half. They only had one the entire first half. They have 2 quick ones here. Spear with the basketball here for the Chargers. That's Basaccia from way outside, no good. Rebound in the hands of Tiana Shaw. Shaw will work it up the floor. Shaw the leading scorer so far tonight with 12 points. 14-footer's good for Crystal Powell. Powell's first field goal, 3 points on the night. Biggest lead now for the Wildcats, 35-19. Draper along the baseline. Spear drives to the box, puts it up no good. Rebound underneath to Tiana Shaw once again, gets it out to Powell. Up the court to Sykes, running the floor. Sykes had a layup, missed it. Rebound Draper. Sykes was all alone that time. Couldn't get it to fall. Shonda Sykes, who had a great game earlier this season against Bruce, we saw, hasn't been much of a factor tonight. She didn't play, of course, against Oxford the first time. 3-pointer no good by Cersei. Rebound comes down to Denise Phillips. Off to Sykes. Sykes puts it up off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. Shonda Sykes will step to the line to shoot 2. The foul was on Basaccia, her second. Free throws up and good for Sykes. Second free throw is there. And the Wildcats now by 18, 37-19. Oxford turns it over again. And now they want a 20-second timeout. It is a full timeout. They've changed it, so we'll take a break. 6:12 to go, third quarter. Back in a moment. We're back here as Tiana Shaw will work it up here for the Calhoun City Wildcats. Phillips with it on the right wing. Phillips hasn't really looked to score a whole lot tonight. She has only 5 points, 1 bucket in those 5 points. Here's Shaw. Can't get it inside to her. Oxford knows they have to stop her because she lit them up for 30 last time. So Here's Yates for three. Yates connects from the left wing. Second three-pointer of the night for Angela Yates. Calhoun City up 40-19 now. 21-point lead is the biggest. Bounce pass taken away by Phillips. Into the hands of Tiana Shaw. Crystal Powell with it out top now. Calhoun City working it around the perimeter, trying to get it down low, and they do to Phillips. Phillips is fouled as the shot won't go. She'll step to the line here to shoot two. Phillips has stayed down low tonight. She can hit the outside shot, but they've been working her down low tonight. She's picked up several fouls against the Chargers. This one's on Yoshika Draper, her first. Free throw is up and good. Candy Brown and Michelle Basaccia check out. Love and Kimmons come back in for Oxford. Second free throw by Phillips. Off the iron, no good. Cersei with the rebound. This is Kimmons for three, left side, no, not there. Phillips the rebound for the Wildcats. Gets it off to Crystal Powell. Powell now will work it up the floor. She'll leave it now for Shaw, who will set up the offense. Out to Powell. 4:24 to go, third quarter. Entry pass that time deflected away by Draper into the hands of Cersei. Cersei will work it up here for the Chargers. Drives all the way in and under. Lost control of it on the way up, though. Love is there to put it up and in. Ashley Love with her first bucket. 41-21 your score. A 20-point Calhoun City lead here. Wildcats are trying to get above the 500 mark with a victory tonight. It would push their record to 12-11. Sykes wasn't ready for the pass, almost hit her right in the chest, but she's able to control it. Now back out to Powell. Calhoun City being very deliberate, and they really don't have to get in a whole lot of hurry here. Up by 20. No shot clock, of course, in high school. There's the entry pass to Phillips. Phillips puts it up, rolled off the iron, no good, but she's fouled. Back to the line goes Denise Phillips. That foul is called on Ashley Love, her first. Free throw is good. 7 points for Denise Phillips. Calhoun City is shooting pretty well from the line tonight, 10 out of 14. Second one is also good. She made them both. 8 points now for Denise Phillips. 43-21. Spear swings it to Cersei. Love in the lane, gets good position, puts it up, no good. Rebound put up by Draper is there. Yoshika Draper took it away underneath and gets her 8th point of the night. Calhoun City quickly back the other way, to slapped out of bounds by Kimmons. (43-23). And we have an illegal pick here against the Wildcats. Number 10, Tiana Shaw, tried to set a screen off the inbound pass and gets called for her first personal foul. Chargers will work it up here. Shelby Spear to Cersei in the corner. Kimmons in the lane. 17-footer is there. Sean Kimmons able to control the ball and get off the shot for her second bucket. Lead is cut to 18, 43-25. Tiana Shaw with the basketball now. Trying to work against Cersei. Cersei started out on Phillips tonight, but switched to Shaw, as Shaw was the one that was hurting the Chargers with some penetration moves. She drives in the lane here, throws it up, no good. Draper clears the rebound and drug the pivot foot for a travel. So back it goes to the Wildcats, who will inbound underneath their own basket with 2:09 to go, third quarter. Crystal Powell with it. Over to Yates. Back out to Yates here. Neither team seems to be in a whole lot of a hurry here. There's a drive, and Shaw is hammered as she takes it in. She hit the floor hard. They're going to come out and attend to her. A foul called against the Oxford Chargers. I'm not sure who they're going to call it against here. It's going to be against number 11, I believe, Kimmons. That's her third. Minute 31 to go in the third quarter of play. Let's look at some more of our sponsors for tonight's game while we have a break here as they look at Shaw. Southern Discount Drugs in Calhoun City, proud to be sponsoring Calhoun County athletics throughout the season. Also Vance Camper Sales in Grenada. Scott Clark Incorporated. Y'all Come Sports in Bruce. TDS Telecom in Calhoun City. Pylon Furniture between Houston and Derma. And also Bowles Honda in Bruce. Also Treasures in the Oxford Mall, making this game possible for you. Oxford Printwear on South Lamar for all your custom brand t-shirts. And Ole Miss game day t-shirts as well. Holloway Homes in Water Valley. Also Ron's Music, North Lamar Boulevard in Oxford. And Belt Ford on Highway 6 West. And also Furniture World in Oxford, making these games possible for you. Go out and thank all the sponsors for allowing us to bring these games to you. We enjoy doing it. I'm glad to have people that are willing to help us make these games possible for the community. Free throw was good for Dominique Shaw, who came in to shoot the free throws. Second was no good, made 1 out of 2. Oxford comes out of there with it. Quick shot and up and good for Kimmons. Kimmons gets a good transition basket that time, her 6th point of the night. Crystal Powell has it now. 44-27, it's a 17-point Wildcat lead. Donna Shaw is being attended to by the training staff here tonight. Kimmons has a wide open layup, missed it. Draper the rebound, puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Well, the Chargers make a little bit of a run here. And Adam, anybody that watched that Arkansas game last night up at the Tad Pad knows no lead is insurmountable anymore.
Yeah, this is true. I come in last night from church just to turn it on and saw how much Ole Miss was winning by. So I turned it to watch a movie or something, and then when I come back, Arkansas doesn't come back in the ball game, and it's just about in it there towards the end. So as you said, you can come back in any situation.
And foul given to Yates. Free throw would not go down for Draper. Cersei the follow, not there. And Dominique Shaw comes out of there with it. And then a foul is called against the Chargers. I believe we're going to call it on Ashley Love. Wildcats have shot 17 free throws tonight to only 6 for Oxford. Love does pick up the foul. That's her second. Wildcats turn it over here. Draper comes away with it, and then a foul called against Crystal Powell. Well, Calhoun City's got to find a way here to make something happen without their point guard, Tiana Shaw, who now returns to the bench. Looks like she may be okay. We'll see about that. They were looking at her wrist, I believe. We'll see if she returns to the basketball game. That third foul on Crystal Powell for Calhoun City. Oxford has cut the lead to 15. They would like to get it under 10 if they could before the end of the quarter. Kimmons can't connect on the shot. And another rebound for Dominique Shaw. She's had a good game off the bench tonight. Shot Sykes. It's called for an offensive foul. Leading with that right arm. Sykes is caught with her first. 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Chargers could use a bucket here. Cut that lead down a little bit. They trail by 15 here. Underneath to Love. Turnaround shot won't go. Rebound again by Dominique Shaw. Plenty of time here. 16 seconds. As Kayla Williams will work it up for Calhoun City. Off to Shaw. 5 seconds to go now as Williams drives down, puts it up off the glass too hard. Cersei the rebound, and Cersei double dribble, but the clock has expired. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. After 3 here from Calhoun City, it's the Wildcats 44 and the Chargers 29. We're going to take a break. I'll be back with more action. The final quarter right after these messages. Fourth quarter underway back here at Calhoun City. Chargers and the Wildcats doing battle here tonight. Final meeting of the season between these two clubs. Kayla Williams with the ball for the Wildcats. Gets right around Spear. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. Spear, Love, Cersei, Draper, and Kimmons on the floor for the Chargers. Phillips, Jennings, Dominique Shaw, Williams, and Mays on the floor for Calhoun City. Free throw good for Kayla Williams. Second one is no good. Good box out by Cersei. Ball taken away though by Calhoun City. Another turnover by the Chargers, but they get it right back. But then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Chargers, I believe. Calhoun City will get it. Leading by 16, 45-29. Kayla Williams with it for the Wildcats. She's running the point with Tiana Shaw out. Phillips with it. Tisha Mays in the game now for Calhoun City. They've used most all of their bench tonight. And a couple that haven't played, but not very many. Dominique Shaw with it. Starting to drive. Cersei took it away, but they call a foul on Cersei. A little bit of a hand check there, I guess. Cersei picks up a third. Candy Brown's going to come back in here for the Oxford Chargers. Chargers are over the limit, so it'll result in a 1-and-1 coming up for Dominique Shaw. Mass substitutions now for Coach Nelson. Candy Brown, Michelle Basaccia, and Kim Horton will check in. Spear, Love, and Cersei go out. 7:01 to go in the ball game. Dominique Shaw, free throws off the iron, no good. Wildcats are 13 out of 20 from the line, 65% shooting. Ball out of bounds off the leg of Horton. Wildcats will have the possession of the basketball, take it the length of the floor here. Full court pressure here by the Chargers. Phillips gets it into Williams. Now back to Phillips. And Phillips will bring it up the floor. Mays with an air ball. Might have been partially blocked. Out of bounds to the Chargers. Tiana Shaw will return to the lineup. Good to see her back in after suffering the injury. So she's back into the game now. Mays goes out. Calhoun City still in that 2-3 zone defense. It's been pretty effective tonight. Basaccia with it. Tries to swing it around the perimeter. Shaw takes it away. And Shaw turns it over. Out of bounds. Coach Ramage wanted an explanation of what happened there, and the official won't even look at her. Actually, he blew the whistle before the ball went out of bounds. I'm not sure if he called a travel. I didn't see a signal. But anyway, it'll go over to the Chargers. Basaccia out top now, off to Draper. Kimmons going to fire up a three from the corner. That one's not there. Draper, the offensive board, puts it up and in. Game high 12 points for Yoshika Draper now. 45-31 is your score. Shaw will bring it up for Calhoun City. Breaks the press rather easily. Shaw down the middle of the lane. Hanging one-hander is good. 14 for Tiana Shaw. Looking at the possibility of player of the game tonight for Shaw. She's had a good night. Kimmons underneath to Candy Brown. Quick turnaround is up and good. Candy Brown. Patient that time. Got a good bank shot off the glass. 47-33. Wildcats by 14. They've led most of the way. In fact, they've led the entire way, except the game was tied at 2-2 early in the game, and they've led since then. Here's Phillips on the right wing, guarded by Brown. Back out to Shaw. Got a shoving foul here against Oxford away from the basketball. It'll be a 1-and-1. Foul is on 35, Kim Horton, so the Wildcats will shoot free throws. It'll be Dominique Shaw once again. Horton gets her first. Gonna get to see Shawnee Stanfield checking in here. She doesn't see a whole lot of playing time. Good to see her getting the game here for Coach Nelson. He's used the entire bench tonight. Free throw by Dominic Shaw is good. Second free throw upcoming. Short on the iron, no good. Phillips, the offensive board, puts it up, not there. Rebound put up by Tiana Shaw, no good. Still battling underneath for it. Shaw looked like she was hitting the nose again. Shaw's had a tough night tonight, physically. She's been hitting the forehead, then hit the floor hard, hurt her wrist, and hit the face once again here. Oxford with possession here. They work against that zone defense. Entry pass into Candy Brown. Brown scores, and she's fouled. Candy Brown's played a good game off the bench tonight, and will now try to complete the three-point play. Cut the lead to 12. Phillips picks up her first. Free throw good for Candy Brown, 7 points. Chargers only shot 7 free throws, connected on 5 of them. And they've cut it to 12, 48-36. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Tiana Shaw, that nice pass to Jennings, can't get it to go. Follow-up is up and good, and she's fouled. That's a big basket there, as Oxford had just cut it to 12, and Jennings now can push it back to 15 with a free throw.
Well, that's what Tiana Shaw brings to the game. You saw Oxford went on a slight run with her out of there, and when she's in there, she can make things happen by either driving on the lane. She has a good little floating shot when she does get in the lane, or when she does, she has a good visual of the floor and able to jump off the pass that she did there.
Free throw is up and good for Jennings. She has 5. Shot up baseline is good for Kim Horton. Horton gets on the scorebook, her first 2. 51-38 now. And a reach-in foul against Stanfield will send Tiana Shaw to the line. Stanfield her first. Double bonus now for Calhoun City. They'll shoot 2. Shaw will try to add to her game high 14 points tonight. It's up and good. Now, Calhoun City has been able to get to the free throw line. That's been a major factor in this ball game. Second one is no good. Not shooting a real high percentage. They're 16 out of 25, 64%. Foul against the Wildcats now. We'll send the Chargers to the line. Kim Horton will shoot a 1-and-1. Carleen Jennings picks up the foul, her second. Substitutions once again here for the Chargers. Kimmons and Searcy are back in. Horton can't hit the free throw. Rebound though by Searcy over in the corner. Back out to Horton. Now Searcy puts up a three-pointer. It's good. Jasmine Searcy has played a good game. 12 points for her. The lead is 11 for Calhoun City. Shaw drives the lane, misses a shot. Dominique Shaw is there, no good. Rebound Sykes, not there. And Oxford has it back. Well, they can cut it under 10 here with a basket. Draper takes it all away and scores. Nobody cut her off. And Yoshika Draper went strong to the basket for her 14th point. And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point game. The Chargers have to be thinking now, maybe you give some fouls here down the stretch and force Calhoun City to make some free throws. Maybe we can get back into this ball game. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Well, right now the ball's going to stay in the hands of Tiana Shaw. She's a good free throw shooter, and she also can take it to the hole. She's got good moves when she gets there, and she can finish. So that's going to be one of the players that's going to keep the ball in the Wildcats' hands. They can't do that the rest of the night out. So that's going to give Oxford the Chargers a chance to get right back in this ball game.
Searcy's got a three-pointer right wing, no good. Kimmons, though, is there with the offensive rebound, but had it knocked away. Now it's out of bounds, last touch by the Chargers. Spear returns to the lineup. Horton goes out. Coach Ramage wants a timeout here for Calhoun City. 2:43 to go. It's a 9-point ball game, with the Wildcats leading 52-43. Full timeout. We'll take a break and be back with more from Calhoun City right after this. We're back here from Calhoun City, Mississippi, on the campus of the Calhoun City Wildcats. As Shaw driving to the lane, bounces on the iron, falls. Another basket for Tiana Shaw, 17 points tonight. Leads all scores, 54-43. Here's Spear for three, left side, no, too hard. Rebound into the hands of Kimmons. This is Love underneath with the bucket. Ashley Love has 4. Once again, it's back to 9. Shaw will push it up the floor here with 2 minutes to go in the game. Shaw gonna handle the ball here. Try to make them foul her if they want. Searcy's got a player close enough to where you might can get a 5-second call here. She's not up on her enough right now. Now she's close enough that the official is calling it. Dish off to Phillips. Phillips thought she was fouled, didn't get the call, but Calhoun City maintains possession there with Kayla Williams. Over to Shaw. Shaw drives the lane, dumps it off, but the foul was on the drive, I believe. No free throws here. Or excuse me, no. It'll be 2 shots because they're over the limit, of course, but she wasn't in the act of shooting, but nevertheless, Shaw will shoot 2. Foul is on Draper, her second. Free throw's good. Pasaccio returns to the lineup here for the Chargers. Second catch of the night now. Second free throw is good again. 19 points for Tiana Shaw. Good night for her, as we've said earlier. Love is hammered in there by Phillips. Well, Phillips has been quiet tonight, Adam, but after having 30 points in the first meeting, but Tiana Shaw has picked up the slack with a good offensive game, 19 points on the night to lead all scorers.
Yeah, Tiana Shaw is the type of player that knows when a certain player who you expect to come out and have a big ball game is struggling, and she'll make things happen, if not for herself or her other teammates. But Love's really doing a good job for the Chargers now coming in this second half of the ball game, getting the ball down low, drawing fouls, and being able to hit some shots.
One of the key differences in this ball game has been Calhoun City able to go to the line 27 times tonight. Oxford only 9. Second free throw is missed. Phillips clears the rebound. Oxford made 5. Calhoun City's made 18. That's a differential of 13 points in the free throw department. If you look up at the scoreboard, it's 11-point difference, 56-45. So that's a primary factor in the success of the Calhoun City Wildcats tonight, as Shaw will head back to the free throw line as Spear commits her second foul.
Yeah, you really can't say anything much about the Oxford Chargers not hitting their free throws. The only thing you say about it in that first half of action was that the fact that the Lady Wildcats didn't foul. I believe they only had 1 foul that whole first half. So that's what would have been the big difference there.
Shaw connects again as Love goes out and Searcy comes back in. Wildcats are going to win this one. They're up by 12 here with a minute to go, 57-45. In and out, no good. Searcy clears the rebound. I think Coach Ramage overall is going to be pleased with this effort tonight. Anytime you can get a victory over a 4A school, you have to be happy. And of course, it's going to help their confidence going into their division play. Foul call there by the Chargers as they will try to force Calhoun City to continue to hit the free throws here down the stretch. 38.6 seconds to go. We've got the boys game coming up after this. We'll give you some final stats from the girls game. And Adam, our player of the game tonight, no doubt, I think it's going to be Tiana Shaw.
Yeah, she has had a good ball game, a real rough ball game, I guess you can say also, as she's been hit 3 or 4 good times and was knocked to the floor, and looked like she had hurt her wrist. But she has had a good ball game. She come out and controlled the pace, and has been able to hit her free throws down the stretchers whenever it counted, whenever Oxford started going and run. So she's done a good job tonight.
Shaw does connect on the second one as it rolls in. 22 points tonight. Pushes the lead up to 14 now. Oxford, a little 8-footer for Searcy, won't go down. Draper has the offensive board. 12-footer, no good. Another rebound for Dominique Shaw. Give her credit for a good game off the bench tonight as well. 17 seconds. The Wildcats can pretty much run out the clock unless Oxford elects to foul here. Really no need in it here as the ball's deflected out of bounds with 8.2 to go. Well, number 7 ranked Oxford Chargers in the state. They're coming up after this against an inexperienced Calhoun City Wildcat club. We'll be trying to pull the upset here tonight in the next game. Final score, 59-45. The Calhoun City Wildcats are victorious over the Oxford Chargers here tonight in the first game. Let's take a look at some stats for you here, and then we'll take a quick break. Oxford was led by Yoshika Draper with 14 points, 12 points out of Jasmine Searcy, 7 for Candy Brown, 6 points for Sean Kimmons, 4 for Ashley Love, and 2 points for Kim Horton. Oxford was 5 for 10 from the free throw line and shot 50%. Calhoun City was led by our player of the game, Tiana Shaw, 22 points on the night to lead all scorers, 8 points out of Dominique Shaw, 8 for Denise Phillips, 6 points for Angela Yates. She hit 2 3-pointers. Carlene Jennings had 5. 4 points for Shonda Sykes, 3 for Crystal Powell, and 3 points for Kayla Williams. And a big factor in the game, the Wildcats, 21 out of 31 from the free throw line tonight, shooting just over, right around 68%, I guess, from the free throw line, a rough estimate there, as the Wildcats are able to pull out the victory over the Oxford Chargers. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to preview the boys game coming up between the Oxford Chargers and the Calhoun City Wildcats right after this. Welcome back, everyone. We're at Calhoun City tonight as the Oxford Chargers come to town, ranked number 7 in the state. Number 2 in the Daily Journal poll in the North, behind only Byhalia, who is 28-0 in the season. Oxford comes into this basketball game riding an 11-game winning streak, 23-2 overall, 4-0 in district play. They have 2 games. This is the beginning of a 3 back-to-back-to-back games, one tonight and then of course one tomorrow night and one Saturday night. The 2 district games coming up, both of those at home. Oxford versus Itawamba coming up tomorrow night. That's senior night up in Oxford. And then Saturday night's a makeup game from last Friday night when we had the snow come. Alcorn Central will come to town. And that game will start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, with the girls game followed by the boys game. Calhoun City will be wearing their home white tonight. Let's take a look at the lineup. Number 13, LaDwan Pratt. Number 34, Donovan Mays. Number 11 is Michael Fotts. 23, Antara Russell. And the other starter is going to be, I'm trying to get a number on him. I can't tell who that is. Number 21 for Calhoun City. I'm not sure who number 21 is. We'll try to find that out a little bit later. For the Chargers, Anthony Wilson's your point guard. Then Carlos Bird is the other guard. Starting at center, LaShawn Martin, number 20. The 2 forwards are Benny Denton and Andrew Westmoreland. We're underway. Wildcats will control possession of the basketball here with Pratt. I believe that's going to be Fox with the basketball, number 21. Courtney Fox, that is him. He's wearing a different jersey than normal. He normally wears number 10, wearing number 21 tonight. Oh, pardon me, that's Daphne Coffey, rather, number 21. Coffey, who normally wears 32. So that is Coffey, number 21 tonight. We'll make the change here on the scorecard. Calhoun City comes away with a steal here. They'll have the basketball here. They'll bring it up the floor. This is Coffey. Off to Pratt. 79-50 was the score in the first meeting up in Oxford. Quick pass to Pratt, driving layup, he blew it. Rebound to Burt. Burt will bring it up the floor here for the Chargers, dressed in the blue, trimmed in gold tonight. Calhoun City, as we said, in their home white with the orange and black trim. Cross-court pass here to Anthony Wilson. Wilson double-teamed in the corner, swings it back over to Burt. Burt pulls up from 14. That's off the mark, no good. Denton with a good offensive board. He sticks it up and in. Benny Denton gets the offensive rebound on the offside that time. Nobody boxed him out, and he got an easy bucket. Fox brings it up here for Calhoun City, gives it off to Pratt. Swings it across here. Coffey, 3-pointer for Russell. Russell's off the iron, no good. Burt way up in the air to pull down the rebound. Burt will push it up the floor here. Wildcats in their 2-3 zone against the Chargers. Lob underneath to Martin. Martin gets free and lays it in. LaShawn Martin with his first field goal of the night. Oxford's out to a 4-0 lead. There's a steal by Denton. Denton bringing up the floor behind his back. Throws up a wild shot, but he traveled before the shot. So that'll give it back to Calhoun City. Coffey will bring it up here for Calhoun City. Off to Donovan Mays. Mays tries to drive, gets down low, hanging shot is up and good. Donovan Mays, the go-to guy for the Calhoun City Wildcats. He was plagued by foul trouble in the first meeting. If you recall, he got in some early foul trouble and had to go out of the game. He picked up 3 fouls there in the first quarter and hurt the Wildcats' cause. He did end up with 15 points, though. Quick pass in the lane to Martin. Martin had it knocked away, and a steal that time by Mays. Mays drives all the way in and under, lays it up and in. Donovan Mays off to a good start. 2 baskets, and we're tied at 4. 5:20 to go in the first quarter of play. Denton, entry pass to Martin. Wide open is Westmoreland. Hesitated, but still got it to go. Westmoreland, his first bucket. Chargers back on top by 2, sits 4. Daphne Coffey gets it into the front court here to Fox. Off to Mays now on the right side, guarded by Westmoreland. Gives it off to Coffey. Coffey, hesitation dribble, drives in the lane, blocked by Westmoreland, but they said they got him with the body. So Westmoreland will pick up the foul. Clean up top that time, but he, according to the official, picked up the foul down low, and that's the first on Westmoreland. 2 shots upcoming for Daffrey Coffey. Free throws up and good. Coffey with a chance to tie the ball game here. Center heel with a touch. And he does. Made them both. So the Wildcats tied up at 6 now. 6-6. Denton swinging it around the perimeter. Here's Wilson. Back to Denton. Burt in the corner for 3. And that one's off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Denton puts it up and in. Benny Denton with his second offensive rebound that results in a basket. The Chargers go up 8-6 now. Coffey picks up the dribble in the backcourt, has to hurry, didn't get it across in time. 10-second call against Calhoun City, so Oxford will get the basketball on the turnover. 4:26 to go. Anthony Wilson out top against this 2-3 zone. Chargers need to put together a good outside shooting game. Wilson can't get it to go. Denton is there again. Third putback for Benny Denton. Somebody's got to box him out for Calhoun City because he is a force right now on the offensive boards. 3 putbacks underneath for 6 points. Here's Mays down the lane. And Mays, no foul called on anybody. And then they're going to call Mays with the foul reaching in that time. That's the kind of fouls, if you're Coach Henry Hogan of Calhoun City, you don't like to see your main man get in that situation. A loose ball foul. Number 1 on Donovan Mays. Mays knocked it away, but Westmoreland able to retrieve it. Over to Wilson. Bounce pass down low to Denton. Denton tried to slam it. A foul call, though, on the way up. He will shoot 2. Let's see who the foul is going to be called. It's against Mays, number 2 on Donovan Mays. So the same situation we saw before in the prior meeting up in Oxford. Mays getting in some early foul trouble here.
Yeah, that's one thing Calhoun City don't want to see. He said Mays is the go-to guy for Calhoun City. And if he gets in foul trouble, he had 3 fouls in the first meeting in the first quarter of action, and he's on his way right now with 2.
Denton hits both free throws. 8 points tonight in the first quarter for Benny Denton, who looks as though he may be back at full strength now after missing the first half of the season. He's really starting to play at the top of his game. I guess the next step, if he can get the outside shot going, he'll really be dangerous for this Oxford Charger club. There's a shot from outside. Rims in and out, no good for Pratt. Rebound for the Chargers. They lead by 6, 12-6. Hesitation move by Burt. Hanging one-hander, good. Burt with a floater in the lane, gets his first bucket. Oxford goes up by 8 now, 14-6. Biggest lead of the night. Mays is still in, playing with 2 fouls. Coffey drives the lane, scoops it up and in. Daffrey Coffey drives right down the center of the lane to get the easy bucket. The Wildcats cut the lead to 8, 14-8, with 2:50 to go in the first quarter of play. Anthony Wilson's got an open 3 right side. Rims off, no good. Denton tried to follow, no good. That time they boxed him out. Coffey will bring it into the front court now. Picked up the dribble, though. Gets it off to Mays, and they say over and back. Mays was just crossing the half-court circle when he got the ball. Coach Tyler wants a 20-second timeout with 2:38 to go. In the first quarter, the Chargers lead 14-8. They change it now to a full timeout, so we'll take a break. You're watching the Oxford Chargers and the Calhoun City Wildcats high school basketball. We'll be back after this. We're back here from Calhoun City High School. Don Brooks along with Adam Gore bringing you basketball action here tonight as we wind down the regular season, approaching the playoffs, and that's when it really gets exciting as Westmoreland connects from behind the 3-point line. He has 5 points now, and the Chargers have opened up to a 9-point lead, biggest of the night so far. Russell gets it off to Pratt now. Coach Hogan really can't afford to take Mays out right now because he's the offensive player on this club. Official wasn't sure, I don't think, who it went out on, so he called it a jump ball. So the alternate possession will give it to the Oxford Chargers with 2:02 to go in the first quarter. Burt will bring it up here. The sophomore off to another sophomore, Westmoreland. He thought about the three, got his man in the air, then goes for the two. Left it short though. Rebound into the hands of Michael Fox. Wildcats almost lost possession that time, but Pratt does have it. A little give and go to Pratt. Bad pass taken away. Denton comes away with it. Chargers will bring it up. Denton bringing it up the floor. Bounce pass to Westmoreland underneath for the lay-in. Good assist that time from Benny Denton off to Westmoreland, who has 7. He and Benny have combined for 15 now. A 19-8 lead. Mays tries to drive. Gets his man in the air. Dumps it off to Coffey. Rejected by Martin. Coffey tried to drive. That time Martin was there to block it out of bounds. 11-point Charger lead. 1:14 to play in the first quarter as Coffey to inbound it. The Calhoun City Wildcats into Donovan Mays. Mays tries to drive, lost control, taken away by Wilson. Mays got it back though. Mays lost it out of bounds that time, doing his Curly Neal impersonation. Hole, and it closed in a hurry and controlled the basketball, dribbling down low, but couldn't, and Oxford gets it back. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Chargers doing a good job against this zone right here with some good timely passing. That time Westmoreland hit Wilson on the cut, and Wilson was fouled. Not in the act of shooting though. Mays picked up his 3rd. Well, the same, oh excuse me, they're going to change that. Originally put Mays up, then they changed it to Russell. So the foul is on Russell here with 57 seconds to go. We'll keep it here. We'll read over some of the sponsors making this game possible for you tonight once again. Kelwood Factory Outlet, Kelwood Company in Calhoun City. Weeks Big Star, Parker Brothers Trucking, Merchants and Farmers Bank, Warehouser Company, also Cheney's Pharmacy, Grisani Rebel Motors, Mechanics Bank, also Nationwide Furniture and Pawn, and the Oxford Dental Clinic as well. Oxford with possession, alley-oop to Denton, and Denton somehow was able to control the ball. It hit the backboard. He still was able to get it and lay it over the iron and score. Here's Martin, a little 10-footer, no good. 10 first quarter points for Benny Denton. One of his better offensive quarters of the season so far. Here's Pratt out top. Coach Tyler going to make some substitutions here, it looks like. Pratt can't get it to go. Offensive rebound blocked by Martin, his 2nd block of the night. Here comes Denton, off to Westmoreland, flashing to the basket for the layup. Rolls off the iron, no good though. And the loose rebound comes down to Russell with 10 seconds to go. Calhoun City to see if they can get a shot off. Up the floor to Coffey. Coffey driving layup, and Martin blocks another one. 3rd block of the night for LaShawn Martin here in just the first quarter of play. Coach Tyler thought about making a substitution, then with only 3 seconds to go, decided just to wait. Pratt for 3 from the corner, in and out, no good. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. Pratt couldn't get it to fall. And the first quarter controlled by the Oxford Chargers, and after one, they lead it by the score of 21-8. We'll take a break, a 10-point first quarter for Benny Denton as the Chargers jump out to a 13-point lead. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. Back to action, everyone, from Calhoun City. Well, the Wildcats trailing right now by 13 to the Oxford Chargers, the visiting Oxford Chargers, number 7 in the state, 4A, or overall action. They'll be one of the teams to beat come playoff time this year. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Whole new lineup in for the Chargers right now. Anthony Coran, number 3. Also Vincent Camper, number 25. Number 5, Trey Ivey. Number 10, Kerry Johnson. Number 22, Aaron Gillum. Shot up no good. Gillum the rebound. And we got a reach-in foul here against Calhoun City. Must be set. Foul is against number 21 Coffee, his first. Fourth team foul. Chargers have only committed one foul so far. Here's Gillum, back out to Coran. Baseline to Camper. Gillum's gonna fire a three and hits from the left wing. Aaron Gillum with his first bucket off the bench. He's got 3, 24-8. Here's Russell for Calhoun City. Now down by 16. That's the biggest lead for the Chargers. They've come out and taken control of this game early. That's what you have to do. You don't want to let the Wildcats hang around if you're a Charger fan. Russell misses a three-pointer out top. Chargers working it up against the pressure here. Gillum alley-oop to Ivy, missed the dunk. Rebound loose, Camper lays it up, no good. Ivy the rebound, sticks it up, nobody's fouled. Third chance that time as Ivy couldn't get the alley-oop to go down, but he does get to go to the free throw line as Pratt picks up the first foul for him, the 5th for Calhoun City. Free throw won't go. Second one no good, missed them both. Lane violation against Oxford, so wouldn't have counted anyway, and Calhoun City will take it the length of the floor now. Pratt brings it up. Man-to-man defense as usual for the Chargers. Very tough man-to-man as well. Here's Coffee with it. Coffee off to Mays. Mays wants to go one-on-one. Didn't have the numbers though. Pratt has his three-pointer blocked by Ivy. Long pass up the floor to Gillum. Gillum's got a breakaway. Finger roll won't go. Ivy with a follow is there. Trey Ivy with his first basket. 26-8 now. Oxford all over Calhoun City here. Pratt out top. There's a high arching shot by Michael Fox, no good. Coran comes away with it and gives it up to Ivy. Here come the Chargers, 3-on-2. Ivy drives in, lays it in. Blocking foul, it'll count, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Trey Ivy, come out playing hard. He's doing a good job being quick, slicing to the basket, and able to finish there as he did draw the foul.
You look at this Oxford Charger club, and you could take these 5 guys that just came in, and they would be a pretty strong starting unit for just about any team that you would want to put them on. A lot of depth on this club, and a good mixture of seniors as well as underclassmen. Free throw for Ivy is no good though. Trey is struggling from the line, missing 3 in a row now, despite getting 2 good baskets. There's a pull-up jumper, no good for number 12, Robert Fox, who's just checked in. 20-point lead, quickly up the floor to Kerry Johnson, and Johnson gets a lay-in. Wildcats just not getting back on defense at all right now. Trap in the backcourt. Now they get it across to Donovan Mays, who takes a timeout. Coach Hogan not very happy. He will call a 20-second timeout. 4:58 to go in the first half of play. Bruce Furniture Industries, another one of our sponsors. Klausner Company, also Calhoun Apparel in Calhoun City. The Smokehouse Restaurant and Barbecue Company in Bruce. Southern Discount Drugs in Calhoun City. Vance Camper Sales in Grenada. Also Taco Bell in Oxford and Batesville. Johnson's Furniture. Dr. Watt Bishop, orthodontist. Highland Furniture and Treasures in the Oxford Mall, all sponsors making this game possible for you tonight. Gillum with a steal. Gets it up to Ivy. Ivy drives, lays it over the iron, scores, and count the basket and a foul. Chargers just having their way right now with this undermanned Wildcat squad. Ivy has come off the bench to hit for 6 points. And will now try to complete a 3-point play. Misses another free throw, though. Kemper, the offensive rebound, throws it up over his shoulder and scores. Ivy with the steal. Down the floor, deflected away. Gillum chases it down, though. Gillum will try a three. This one off the iron, no good. Another rebound, Ivy, and he sticks it in. What about Trey Ivy? He's coming off the bench. Hasn't been able to hit from the charity stripe, but sure doing a good job on the boards and scoring inside. There's a block shot by Kerry Johnson. That's the 4th block of the night for Oxford. Ball out of bounds to Calhoun City, though. Oxford has come out of this game and really, they played well. Coran slaps it out of bounds.
Yeah, this is a good thing you see out of this Oxford team. As you said, they're going into the division play and soon be the playoffs, and that's really what you want to see a team do. Peak towards the end of the season, really keep rolling. That's going to be doing good for them on down the line.
One more week, 2 games this weekend, and next week you'll have one more week of regular season action before the Chargers will go into the district tournament, 4A district tournament, which will be held in Oxford. As far as the 4A sites are concerned, if Hernando makes the overall north half, it will be held in Hernando, the north half tournament. Girls action will be in Neshoba Central if they make it. Of course, if either one of those teams don't make it, then it'll go to a second option. Here's Coran for 3, yes. Anthony Coran gets in the scorebook with a 3-point basket. Adam, you predicted that everybody but 2 players would score when we were talking before the game for Oxford. Right now, you're looking at 9 players have already scored.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this Oxford team, as you said, is coming out playing great. This right now, I guess you can say, can be used as a diagram on how to play, especially by Trey Ivy. Trey Ivy has come off the bench and having a great night.
41-8. This game has gotten out of control. Donovan Mays with it. Mays hanging one hand in the lane, won't go. Calhoun City just has to be totally frustrated right here. Russell with a high arching 3. That almost hit the top of the ceiling. Ivy's wide open. He's got a dunk, and he slams it home this time. 10 first quarter points for Denton. 12 second quarter points for Ivy. Those 2 seniors, or rather Denton's a junior. Kerry Johnson says, get it out of my neighborhood. Back the other way comes Gillum. He's going to try an NBA 3. Yes! Aaron Gillum. Second 3-pointer, he's got 6. Calhoun City, who 2 years ago went all the way to the state championship in 2A, but the talent level has fallen off for Coach Hogan as he came close to that state championship ring that year. Hanging jumper for Donovan Mays is good. Just do not have the players that he once had here a couple of years ago when he had players like Jonathan Herod, Jody Jennings, and Rudy Drain, Bernard Sykes. Some of those guys moved on, and this team, none of those guys are left from that squad that lost to Choctaw Central in the 2A championship. But it's a rebuilding stage here in Calhoun City right now. Pratt's going to try it from 3-point land and connects. LaDwan Pratt, the junior, will be there. A top running back in 1A next year for Calhoun City, I would think. As he will try to replace Sharon Moore, who yesterday signed with Northwest. That's Kerry Johnson. Speaking of signing football scholarships, he signed as a defensive back, most likely with the Ole Miss Rebels, the 6'4" senior. Mays from the baseline won't go. Out of bounds. J.W. McCurdy has checked in the lineup for Oxford. Getting some playing time here early. And also number 44, Chris Franklin. 6'5" seniors in the game. There's a steal. Pratt puts up a three. That's no good. McCurdy gets the rebound. Gets it out now to Kerry Johnson. Johnson pulls up from 12. Off the iron, no good. Pratt the rebound. Under a minute to go in the first half. 48-13. Oxford's on a pace to potentially go over 100. Robert Fotts couldn't get it to fall on the cut to the basket, but he did draw the foul and will go to the line. Well, we'll try to dig out some material at him for the second half here with a 35-point lead here to the Oxford Chargers. Robert Fotts at the line, can't hit the free throw. Neither team has been to the line very much. Oxford's only 2 of 6. Calhoun City 2 of 3. Second one is no good, missed them both. Kerry Johnson another rebound. Kerry Johnson has a couple of blocks tonight. LaShawn Martin has 3. Alford's into the game. Greg Alford, he's got a 3-pointer, and he has it rim out no good. Kerry Johnson the rebound, sticks it up and in. 6 points for KJ. It's 50-13 with 23 seconds to play in the first half. 3-pointer for Coffey is not there. Rebound into the hands of Alford. Alford pushing it up the floor. Has it knocked out of bounds by Coffey. McCurdy, Kerry Johnson, Franklin, Coran, and Alford on the floor right now for Oxford. 5 bench players. Here's Franklin. Little 12-footer short on the iron, no good. Russell the rebound, gets it up the floor to Coffey. He's got Fotts on the lane and throws it away though. Franklin, good hustle to get back up the floor and take that ball away. And that'll do it for the first half of play. First half that the Oxford Chargers just absolutely annihilated the undermanned Calhoun City Wildcats. The score at halftime, the Chargers 50, the Calhoun City Wildcats 13. We're going to take a look at some first half stats for you here momentarily. But first, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more here from Calhoun City right after this. We're at halftime here from Calhoun City. The Oxford Chargers all over the Calhoun City Wildcats at halftime, 50-13. Let's take a look at some first half stats for you. First for the visiting club, the blue and gold, the Chargers, who are not even going to bother to go to the locker room at halftime with a comfortable 37-point lead. 12 points for Trey Ivy, all in the second quarter. He had 6 buckets. 0 for 4 from the line, the only downside to Ivy's effort tonight. 10 points for Benny Denton. All of those were in the first quarter. 7 for Andrew Westmoreland. 6 points for Kerry Johnson. 6 points for Aaron Gillum on 2 3-pointers. 3 points tonight for Anthony Coran on a 3-point basket. 2 points for LaShawn Martin. 2 points for Carlos Burt. And 2 points for Vincent Camper. Chargers 2 out of 6 from the free throw line, 33%. For Calhoun City, only 13 points, 6 of those for Donovan Mays. 4 points out of Daffrey Coffey, and 3 for LaDwan Pratt, who hit a 3-point basket. Wildcats are 2 for 4 from the free throw line for 50%. We're at halftime from Calhoun City, where the Chargers with a comfortable 50-13 lead. We'll be back for the second half right after these messages. As we get ready for the second half of play, the Oxford Chargers and the Calhoun City Wildcats, 50-13 is your halftime score. Oxford on top, and really came out at them in that first half, set the tone early, and just absolutely dominated this game, getting a lot of easy baskets, offensive putbacks, and Coach Tyler has to be pleased with his team effort throughout the first half.
Yeah, his guys come out playing on all cylinders, each one of them. Trey Ivy come out and played big, starting off the second quarter. But he's done a good job tonight, also as well as the rest of the Chargers team coming off the bench, and starters doing a good job tonight for Coach Tyler.
Well, a frustrating night for Coach Henry Hogan, but let's see if they can do a little bit better here in the second half. The starters are back on the floor for the Oxford Chargers, as well as the Wildcats. Burt's going to try a 3. This one's not there. Rebound to Westmoreland. Westmoreland has it taken away. Fox with a driving layup. High off the glass, no good. Westmoreland clears the rebound. And back the other way come the Chargers. Anthony Wilson holding on to the basketball. There's a drive and a bucket for Carlos Burt. Burt's second basket of the night. He has 4. 52-13 is Pratt bringing it up the floor here. Be interesting to see just how long Coach Tyler stays with that first unit tonight with such a comfortable lead. This is Pratt from the corner for 3. That was too hard over the iron, no good. Tipped into the hands of Martin. Back the other way comes Wilson. Baseline to Denton. 10-footers up and good for Benny Denton. 12 points on the night. 54-13. Pass underneath to Russell, who is blocked from behind by Martin, but a foul against LaShawn Martin. His first, only the second foul in the game against Oxford. They were able to put their great run together without committing any fouls hardly. And now it'll be Russell at the line for 2. Free throw is up, in and out, no good. Second free throw upcoming. And it's no good. Rebound by Pratt. Pratt pushes it up off the iron, no good. Tipped in, though, by Mays. 8 points now for Donovan Mays. Westmoreland, third quarter. Yes. Andrew Westmoreland, second three-pointer of the night, 10 points. Third Charger to reach double figures tonight. Bad pass at the ankles that time of Donovan Mays. It went out of bounds. Randall Stovall will check into the lineup here, replacing Russell for the Wildcats. Wilson inbounds it here to Carlos Burt. And Burt is going to be fouled in the backcourt this time. A reach-in foul against Fox, I believe. Number 12, Robert Fox, picks up the foul. 57-15. All Oxford Chargers so far tonight. Anthony Wilson dribbling up the floor, dumps it off to Martin. Martin gets a layup, spins on the lane, and finally fell in for LaShawn Martin, his second bucket. Tell you, you look up Anthony Wilson, and you don't see that he hasn't scored a point in the game, but he's a very valuable asset to this team, Adam.
Yeah, Anthony Wilson's one of the best point guards you're going to see in the area. He's a real good defensive player, and he knows how to distribute the ball and who to get it to. And if you got a man hot, he's going to get the ball to you when you need it in your rhythm. So Anthony Wilson is a great point guard.
Denton's got an open look in the lane. Hits again for his 14th point of the night. Benny 1 point away from outscoring Calhoun City. And there's a lazy pass out of bounds as Pratt couldn't run it down in the corner. And a turnover back to Oxford. Wilson bringing it up here. Splits the defenders. Had it poked away, though, into the hands of Robert Fox. Fox 2-on-2. Jumps it back to Mays. He's traveled. Traveling violation against the Wildcats, and another turnover back to the Oxford Chargers. Full court press here by Calhoun City, trying to make something happen. Oxford hasn't had any trouble with it tonight. Here's Burt hanging jumpers up and good. Nice floater in the lane for Carlos. He has 6 points now. Here's Coffey with it. Off to Donovan Mays. Mays picks up the dribble, now gets it off to Coffey. Swinging it around. There's a dump off inside. Put up and no good by Stovall. The follow, though, is good for Randall Stovall off the bench with his first bucket. 63-17 as Wilson brings it into the front court here, splitting the defenders. Nice pass off to Martin. Martin lays it in. Chargers are just getting all kind of easy baskets tonight against this Calhoun City press up the floor. This is about as well, I think, as I've seen the Chargers play since the Pontotoc game over in the North Pontotoc tournament. They had a great game that night. We're really hitting unbelievable three-point baskets. That's not been the case tonight. It's just been a good all-around effort defensively and getting some good, easy baskets. He's got a man open at these with that little hanging jumper. That's his shot. He's got 10. Burt down low baseline to Martin from 15. Short on the iron, no good. Denton with the follow. Won't go. Tipped up and good by Carlos Burt. 8 points for Burt. Everybody getting in on the action tonight. 9 different Chargers have scored. Probably the only reason the others haven't. They haven't been in there very much. Here's Wilson into the front court. Off to Denton, who will try a three. No, dumped it in low to Martin. Turnaround jumper's good. LaShawn Martin, Coach Tyler has to be pleased with his effort. He's showing a little bit of a low post game. I don't think you can pick out a weakness on this team at all, but if you had to, you would look down in the low post. They don't really have a dominant inside man. If the ball is knocked out of bounds, it'll be Oxford ball. Here comes 4 new players into the game. Camper, Gillum, Franklin, and Youngblood in for the first time. That's 32 Clay Youngblood. Denton, the only starter remaining in the game. Denton down the lane, puts it up and in. Benny's really got some great hang time. Can really hang in the air and get the shot off that time. 3:05 to go, third quarter. This is Potts with it. Off to Donovan Mays. Mays drives, pulls up from 12, short, no good. Mays able to control it, back out to Coffey for 3, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Gillum. Caught it and ran out of bounds at the flashing up the floor, but they didn't see him in time. Off to Camper baseline, he drives, dumps it off to Denton. Denton puts it up, no, but he's fouled. So Benny Denton will go back to the free throw line, where he's 2 for 2 on the night. Pratt picks up his third. So Denton will shoot 2 here. 6'3" junior. Misses the front end. Well, I guess the only downside tonight is that the Chargers have only made 2 out of 7 from the free throw line. Second one is up and good. 17 points for Benny Denton. He's going to check out, and Ivy comes back in. Trey Ivy, who had 12 points in the second quarter, back into the basketball game. We may have seen the last of the starters tonight with a 72-19 lead. I think all of us that are watching this game, you know, expected this to be an Oxford Charger victory, but I don't think any of us thought it would be quite as one-sided as we've seen tonight. 51-point lead for the Chargers. Gillum's going to try one from way outside, no good. Here's Pratt into the front court. Underneath it goes to Stovall. Stovall drives, had his shot blocked into the hands of Ivy. Here come the Chargers running up the floor. Camper behind the back, traveled. Minute 51 to go here in the third quarter. Pratt takes it in, draws contact, and will go to the line. Congratulations go out to Coach Linda Ramage tonight, who's Calhoun City Wildcats. Got a big win for her squad tonight, as they try to get some confidence going into the 1A tournament coming up here in a couple of weeks. Free throws up that time. Pratt's able to connect. 7 points for LaDwan Pratt. Oxford into the front court. Here's Youngblood with it. Underneath to Ivy. Ivy, nice pass to Franklin. Had it blocked out of there by Mays. Gillum gets it. Gillum underneath to Franklin. Had it knocked away again by Mays. And Mays brings it up the floor here. Off to Coffey. Pratt for 3, got it. 10 points for LaDwan Pratt. 72-26 your score. Camper into the front court. Just over a minute to play here in the third quarter. Got a whistle away from the ball now. I think a 3 seconds call against the Oxford Chargers. Coffee will walk it up here, 72-26. Shot up no good off the iron. Gillum the rebound. Gillum lost the handle, got it back though. Brings it up now. Off to Camper, long 2-pointer, off the back iron, no good. Franklin the board, sticks it up, no good. Got it right back, and he's fouled before the shot. They'll wave off the basket, Franklin. That time battling underneath, it'll be a non-shooting foul. Oxford will inbound underneath their own basket. That foul was against number 15, Randall Stovall. Here's Ivy. He's going to try a 3-pointer and got it. Well, Trey Ivy has done most of his damage underneath the basket tonight, but he steps out behind the circle to hit a 3-pointer. 15 points on the night. Here's Pratt. Pratt for 3, top of the circle. He's getting hot. 2 in a row now for LaDwan Pratt. 13 points. 75-29. There's a steal by Pratt. Pratt's got a breakaway layup. Lost his footing that time. Slipped as he went up and hit the deck. Camper back the other way to Franklin. Franklin dumps it off to Ivy, who couldn't control it. 4 seconds to go out of bounds to Calhoun City. 3.6 seconds in the third quarter. We've got a special guest for you we're going to be bringing along here in the fourth quarter to talk about some high school football. Coach Tim Carter of the Oxford Chargers is going to join us in the fourth quarter. As a shot at the horn is no good. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. Oxford continues to lead in this one by the score of 75-29. We'll take a quick break and be back with more in the fourth quarter right after this. Back to action here at Calhoun City as while we were away, Daffrey Coffey hit a 3-pointer to start the fourth quarter of play. (75-32) is your score. As Coffey brings it into the front court. There's a 3-point shot, no good. Chris Franklin comes away with the rebound as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Youngblood on the drive, had it knocked out of bounds, and the ball will belong to the Oxford Chargers. Glad to be joined by head football coach now, the Oxford Chargers, Coach Tim Carter. And Coach, of course, everybody's always excited around this area to talk about football, and yesterday was a big day for one of your players, Kerry Johnson, signed with the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah, Kerry had a great year for us and really portrayed a lot of great things athletically, and I think it opened eyes for a lot of the Ole Miss coaches able to go, and I think he's going to do great things for the Ole Miss.
I know you guys you're excited about getting your team out here in spring practice. You've been lifting weights, getting ready for next season. Somewhat of a disappointing season. You had a young team, but I know you're looking forward to getting back out there in the fall.
We really are. You know, last year we had or this past season, we had a lot of, as you said, disappointing moments, but we also had a lot of bright times that took place. We've got to find some offensive linemen that are going to come in and fortify the line for us. We had some great things at running backs, and Nevin Mitchell and some of those guys did a tremendous job for us, and Justin Murphy anchoring our line for us, and I'm looking forward to getting him back for his senior year and getting some of these young kids. We had a great ninth grade program and a great 8th grade program coming up, and we feel like they're going to really add to us, and, you know, in a couple of years, we're going to be mighty tough.
The ball taken away there by the Wildcats as they'll bring it up the floor, trailing 77-32 right now. You know, Coach, Oxford Chargers is a school that has really grown over the last several years, and you're starting to have some new buildings, a new junior high as well, as you see Gillum hit the 3, and I know you're excited about the way the school is coming along up there in Oxford.
Yeah, you know, the Oxford School District does a great job academically. You know, we've been the top one of the top schools academically in the state of Mississippi, being ranked 5A certification. Also the top 4A sports program in the state of Mississippi, 4th overall in the state of Mississippi. And we look, with a lot of great things going on. The new building at the middle school, additions at the high school, new gym at the elementary school. Just so much going on, and we're in the process now of even working towards adding to the facilities in the athletic department, working for a new track, which we desperately need, and adding to our baseball facility. We're looking at adding additional weight room and dressing rooms for the football program, which allow us to get all the other dressing rooms for the other teams that we have, and try to get everybody an opportunity to have a little place to call home.
Second free throw good for LaDwan Pratt. He's had a good second half now with 15 points as the Chargers lead 80-34. Of course, you also have a dual role as athletic director at Oxford, and of course, basketball and football are going to get your main attentions at Oxford High School, but like you said, baseball and a lot of other sports that go along up there as well. Oh, yeah. Our girls cross-country team won the state championship this year. Our cheerleaders won their state championship this year. We have we got a busy week. We play basketball at Oxford tomorrow night versus Itawamba. We have a makeup game, basketball versus Alcorn Central Saturday. We host the first round for both the boys and the girls soccer teams and the state championship rounds. First round Saturday at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock at Oxford. Just a lot of things going on. Our track program's getting started. Baseball's going on. Won't be long. Golf will be setting up. Our tennis team's already in the set up to get practice, and we're really excited about our fast pitch softball. We've got 2 auditioning coaches that feel like that program's fixing to take off. It's a big time of year for all athletics sports in the Oxford area, and we want to wish all the teams good luck and success. And Coach, what about this basketball team? Coach Tyler has really come out, and this team has played one of the better games that we've seen this year. They have. They've, he's been able to pull 2 different fives in there, and start the 2 different groups there, and working great. There's a lot of athleticism on this team. They've grown. There's a lot of unselfishness. A lot of times when you get this many athletes on the court at one time, sometimes selfishness plays in, but Coach Tyler's done a tremendous job of molding this group into a team effort, and tonight you saw a great team effort by our kids, and they're working hard, and we're really looking forward for big things. Feel like we've got an opportunity to get back down to the big house, and boy, these guys are quick on the court. We can jump, ability to shoot, just all around basketball right now. Coach Carter, good talking to you. We look forward to seeing the football team next year, and hopefully can get back in those playoffs again. I appreciate it, Don. Again, I always, every time I get the opportunity, I want to tell you how much we appreciate what you do for Oxford High School athletics and your television station coming in and broadcasting our games, and gives our kids an opportunity to be seen and to even be able to watch themselves, and that's a tremendous part in addition to it, and it's through your tireless efforts that we've been able to have this, and we appreciate everything you do for us. Well, we appreciate the kind words, and we always enjoy covering Oxford High School sports. Thank you, Coach Carter. Thank you. Free throws up and good here for Alford, and he makes the second one as well. So Alford hits on both free throw attempts, and the Chargers now lead by 82-34. 5:16 still to go, and Coach Tyler constantly sending in some new players. Here's McCurdy back in the game, replacing Youngblood. I want to mention that checking in as well is Bo Gibbs, number 42, seeing some action. Mays drives it up, hanging shot won't go. Rebound underneath to Barnes, who's also checked in, number 15, Turner Barnes. Into the front court now. This is Alford and a whistle, and they're going to call a carrying violation against Alford. Well, we talked about some football with Coach Carter. We always like to talk football any time of the year. And Coach Mike Ray and the Calhoun City Wildcats also had a couple of players that signed yesterday. In case you haven't noticed, Calhoun City able to ink Sharon Moore, running back with the Northwest Community College Rangers, and Cornelius Wortham head over to Alabama to play for Coach DuBose and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Hanging jumper no good this time, and the ball is loose. Jump ball is called, and it will be Oxford basketball. 84-34. They're up by 50. Let's check the lineup because a lot of new faces in the game right now. Greg Alford, number 4. Number 11, J.W. McCurdy. 42 is Bo Gibbs. Number 15, Turner Barnes. And number 10, Kerry Johnson. Long pass up the floor to Johnson. Johnson takes it in, tried to dunk it, missed it. Rebound to Alford, though. Alford's got a three-pointer blocked by Russell. That got the Wildcat fans a little bit excited. They haven't had a whole lot to cheer about tonight in the boys' game. Russell for three. No, that's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Stovall, taken away by Barnes. 4 minutes to go. Long pass to Johnson. He'll have another chance, but this time Johnson conservatively lays it in the basket. 8 points for Kerry Johnson. It's going to be hard to pick a player of the game tonight. Everybody's contributed. Rebound in the corner to J.W. McCurdy. Here's Alford. Three-point shot is up, no good that time for Turner Barnes. Into the hands of Coffey now. Coffey, Mays, Pratt, Russell, and Stovall on the floor. Here's Pratt for three. He's been hot. Hadn't rimmed out on him, though. Rebound in the corner to Turner Barnes. Now to Alford. Three-point shot here, no good. Rebound put up by McCurdy, and he scores. Well, Adam told me before the game, everyone, that he predicted only 2 Chargers wouldn't score. Right now, there's 4 people that haven't scored, so he's coming pretty close here. If we can get a bucket here out of a couple of these guys, out of Barnes and Gibbs here, be pretty close to right. Free throw no good for Stovall. Calhoun City's only 2 out of 10 from the free throw line. Second free throw short on the iron, no good. Johnson with another rebound. Carries did a good job on the boards tonight. Barnes lost the handle, back the other way to Pratt. Pratt chases it down and then is going to lose it out of bounds. 2:43 to play in this one. Lob inbound pass to Kerry Johnson. Shot up no good. Rebound in the hands of Stovall. Mays stepped out of bounds as he tried to make the reverse layup that time. Anthony Wilson's going to get back in the game. Or, no, he's not. He
tried to sneak back in.
He tried to get back in, but Coach Tyler quickly said, no, take the rest of the night off, Anthony. I'm going to go with Anthony Coran, number 3. Get some playing time for Anthony. He said Anthony, but the wrong Anthony got up. Ball taken away here by Calhoun City. Stovall back the other way, out to Coffey for 3. Yes, Coffey. 10 points for him. 88-37. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Charger basketball. Minute 50 to go. We're about done with this one. Most of the crowd has stayed. Not a real big crowd here tonight, of course, for a non-district game. Oxford, though, bringing some fans down to support the Chargers. And there's a block shot for Russell into the hands of Coffey. 3-point shot, no good. Good box out that time by McCurdy. Off to Coran. Coran has his shot blocked by Russell. Minute 31 to play here in the basketball game. Oxford Chargers have controlled this one from the beginning. They lob it in to Coran, who is bumped and fouled by Coffey. Coffey picks up his second. .51 lead for the Chargers as Coran will go to the line. Oxford's hit 5 out of 10 from the line, 50% so far. Russell goes out for the Wildcats. Free throw is good for Anthony Coran. If you're Coach Henry Hogan, you just got to look at this game as a team that you're not supposed to beat, a team that's very deep, very athletic, and one of the best teams in 4A. And just hope you can get stronger by playing tough competition and get ready for that tournament in 1A. And they'll be a little bit more matched up. Ball's lost out of bounds here by Fox. That's McCourtney Fox. Friday night, we'll have Lafayette versus Calhoun City from here, and we'll have a lot of Foxes on the floor that night, Adam. But our next game will be coming to you. Number 1, Bruce Trojans in the north against the number 2, Lafayette County Commodores in the girls game. That should be a great ball game Tuesday night from Lafayette. Bruce has won 22 and lost only 1. Coach Stallings. And now they have Chastity Jackson back playing. It makes them even tougher. Lafayette, on the other hand, 21-3, having a great season as well. Should be a pretty good boys game as well. Hanging shot won't go, but a foul call. With 1:04 to go, the Wildcats will go to the line. Glad you could join us here on a Saturday morning, and our next game in the Oxford area will be Thursday night, 8 o'clock. And the game we just mentioned beforehand is Bruce against Lafayette. Free throw is good. Randall Stovall with 3. Second free throw is no good. Stovall slipped and fell, lost the handle. Oxford comes away with it. Under a minute to play now. They can just run out the clock. 91-38. Here comes Camper. Camper had it poked out of bounds from behind. Oxford will maintain possession. Oh, they give it to Calhoun City, actually. Camper dumps it off right back to him and got the layup. 4 points for Camper. Here's Mays back the other way for the layup. 12 points for Donovan Mays. Camper with a spin move, gives it off to Alford. His shot won't go. Rebound Pratt, taken away by Coran. Back the other way come the Chargers. Coran throws it out of bounds. And that'll give it back to the Wildcats with 22.7 to go in this one. Mays drives the lane, dumps it off to a wide open Stovall, who puts it up and in. McCurdy off to Camper, travel. Five seconds to go in this one. Pratt's going to put up another 3. No good, and that'll do it. Final score here from Calhoun City. Oxford Chargers roll, win it by 51 over the Calhoun City Wildcats by the final score of 93-42. Let's take a look at some of the final stats for you. First, for the Oxford Chargers, they were led by Benny Denton, 17 points, 10 of those in the first quarter, 15 out of Trey Ivey. Also, 10 points for Kerry Johnson, 10 points for Andrew Westmoreland, 9 points for Aaron Gillum on 3 threes, 8 points for LaShawn Martin, 8 points for Carlos Burt, 4 for Anthony Coran, 4 points for Greg Alford, 4 for Vincent Camper, 2 for J.W. McCurdy, and 2 for Chris Franklin. A whole slew of Chargers getting in on the action tonight, as you can see from that. 12 different Chargers scored in the game. Oxford finished 5 for 10 from the free throw line, 50%. For the Wildcats, they were led by LaJuan Pratt, 15 points tonight to lead the Wildcats. 12 out of Donovan Mays, 10 points for Daphne Coffey, 5 for Randall Stovall, as the Wildcats were only 2 out of 10 from the free throw line, or actually 4 out of 12, from the free throw line, 33% on the night. We'll take a break here from Calhoun City, and we'll be back with the post-game show here momentarily, so stay with us. Welcome back to the post-game show. We got Coach Drew Tyler, the Oxford Chargers. Nice basketball tie here tonight, Coach, and your team came out tonight. And even though you had the Wildcats over, man, your team really played well tonight.
They did. Calhoun City's young, and Coach Hogan's got a bunch of ninth graders who are getting a lot of minutes and starting too. And we wanted to make sure we were polished up and not getting nonchalant and making sure we're doing what Oxford needs to be doing, and I think we did, and plus I was able to play 16 kids at the same time. So I'm pleased with the way we ran the court, and I really like the way that we were rebounded tonight, because going into these district games and in the district tournament, rebounding will be a big and it'll be an important thing for us to do.
12 different players scored tonight out of those 16, 17 for Benny Denton, 15 out of Trey Ivy, and just a good effort by the bench. Like you said, you started 5 guys in the first quarter, came in with 5 new ones in the second, and really didn't lose a beat.
Right, we didn't, and a lot of the scoring came from layups and the three-point line once again. Aaron Gillum, he's been under the weather and sick, but he came in, and his first shot was a made three-pointer. The two-point shot is kind of fizzling out of basketball. It's either a layup or it's a three-pointer, but our layups come off of our defensive play and off of steals, so I like that. And we don't always have to rely on that three-point line, because we are full court pressing and getting those easy layups.
Well, Coach, 4-0 in district play, and that's where it all counts. You're coming up here one more week of the regular season, couple games this weekend, and then it goes into district play in 4A, and then on the north half hopefully after that.
Right, I hope that's where we'll be. We got a district game tomorrow night, Friday night at Oxford. We hosted Awamba, and it's senior night, and then we'll have Alcorn Central Saturday. And then we'll finish with Olive Branch or Senatobia Tuesday and Olive Branch Friday, and that'll take us into our district tournament. And I'm going to tell you, we're hosting the district tournament, and that'll be to our advantage, hopefully the home court. But there'll be some fireworks at district tournament. There'll be a sleeper in there, and we better be ready, because they'll be ready to play us. They'll have nothing to lose. And, our goal is to get back to Jackson, and I think we know what it takes, but you got to play on that given night, and hopefully we'll be ready for it.
Well, if you haven't had a chance to see the Oxford Chargers this year, come on out. As Coach Tyler said, the district tournament will be held in Oxford. There'll be a lot of good basketball during that week's period, and I know we're looking forward to that, and then on from there. Coach, congratulations.
Thank y'all.
We're back talking to our player of the game, Trey Ivy. 15 points tonight, 12 of those in the second quarter when you came in, and you guys came out tonight, Trey, and even though you knew you were favored heavily in this game, you really played well as a team.
Yes, sir. We take nobody lightly, and we come out and try to play hard as we can every night.
Of course, it's a big win over Calhoun City, but you got district play, 2 games coming up this weekend, Alcorn Central and then tomorrow night against Etowamba, and that's where it all counts. You want to come out of your district #1 going into north half.
Yes, sir. We're ready for district, and Coach trying to get everybody a chance to play now, because, when we get to district, we're going to have to play ball and play hard.
Talk about the defense. This team came out tonight and then really forced Calhoun City in a lot of turnovers and got a lot of layups. You didn't have to rely on that perimeter game tonight.
Yes, sir. Coach always tells us defense wins games and offense brings the crowd, so we try to do what Coach says.
Trey, appreciate it. Good game tonight. 15 points. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir.
We're back here talking to Coach Linda Ramage of the Calhoun City Lady Wildcats, who had a big win tonight over the Oxford Chargers, as your team came out tonight and played pretty well, and Tiana Shaw was the leader, 22 points tonight. Really had a good game, able to penetrate and get some good baskets.
The last 2 weeks, she's been doing what she should have done all year. She's been very hesitant about it, but now she's taking it to them, and as she takes it to them, she's beating them, because she's just as quick as she can be.
Right, and you really had you got a lot of different players on this team that can step it up. Of course, we've seen Sykes be the leading scorer. We've seen Phillips and now Shaw tonight, and so it's not just one player that can step up any time on this team and win a basketball game for you.
Yes, we've got about 4 girls that can score. That here lately they've been scoring in double figures, and I tell them, if you score in double figures, then nobody can just work with one player. And Denise, she can go inside, she can come outside and shoot. Shonda drives real well. We got her back Christmas, and she's doing a real good job. Tiana can go inside, Tiana can shoot outside. And then we've got the other little girls, they're beginning to come along. They're real young, they're 9th graders, they're 10th graders, and they're beginning to come along now and shoot the ball pretty well and even penetrate a little bit.
Well, Coach, of course, the Oxford Chargers not the team they have been the last several years, but anytime you can beat a 4A team, it has to be a good confidence builder for your club as you get ready for the district tournament here in a couple of weeks off.
Yes, I laughed. I've told Jeff many times, just let me beat you one time. And this was the time I beat him. He's down real low this year. I feel sorry for him because he's been up so many years, and 3 years in a row he won state. And we've come close to him. We've come within 5 points or 3 points, but we've never beat him. And, that was a thrill for me. I told my kids at halftime, I said, in my 20 years that I've coached, I've never beat Oxford. Let's go out and beat Oxford for one time. I can say I have beat Jeff.
Well, Coach, you got that big win under your belt tonight. I know that you're going to work hard with this team in practice to get them ready here in the next couple of weeks when it all counts, when you get into the district tournament, when you have a chance to move on to the playoffs.
Yes, I've told my girls, next week is the last week of a regular season, but the next week is when it all starts, and we'll be 0-0. And we're going tomorrow, and we're going to work district out. And the way it looks right now, we're going to have to play Vardaman again for the 3rd time this year. I don't like to play schools for 3 times, especially a home school like Vardaman. And if we win there, there's a good possibility we're going to have to hit Smithville. Now, they came out to our place, and we beat them 2 points the last time. But, everything's thrown out the window. It starts at 0-0, and we're going to have to play good basketball to win.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the season. Hope to see you in the playoffs here later on.
I hope so, too.
That's all the time that we have for you tonight. Calhoun City Lady Wildcats victorious in the girls' game. Oxford Chargers come back and win the boys' game, so it's a split here tonight from Calhoun City. For Adam Gore, I'm Don Brooks saying so long here from Calhoun City. We'll see you next time. Our next game, Bruce Trojans against Lafayette County Commodore. Should be a good one, so stay tuned for that. We'll be back there with that ball game coming up Tuesday night. We want all of you to join us for that one. Saying so long.